Welcome to the Nonnas of Stonecreek, Episode 7. I'm Nonna Maggie, and this is January 23rd, 2026. Happy New Year. Today we have a special guest Nonna. It is Nonna Sonia Quinones. So we always begin a great meal with a salute. Salute. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Growing up in Brooklyn and the Bronx, our lives revolved around Sunday dinners with our families and our church.
Take it away, Sonia.
Okay. Before I start, I just want to show you the ingredients that we use for the paella. It's going to be a simple paella. We're going to make it easy for you so the first timers don't have to worry about a lot of ingredients. We're going to do a paella for 4 people. So this way you can do it at home at your leisure without worrying about doing it in the big pans as they usually do. So there is a paella book that you can purchase. And what we do is the paella that we're doing is a variation of the original paella. But if you want a recipe book, this is a good recipe book by Penelope Casas. And these are the ingredients, the general ingredients that you use for a paella. So we use the oregano, the parsley flakes, or you can use the fresh flakes, which we have both. The roasted peppers. The annatto is something that I added because it adds a little more color to the paella and it makes it look delicious. So we use that, just 1 teaspoonful of that. Some people like to put lemon in their paella. You can, it's an option. Usually if you put shrimp, then of course the lemon is appropriate. We also use the northern beans or the lima beans. So right now we're using the lima beans, which is right there. And we also use smoked paprika is something that they always use in a paella. It gives it color and it gives it some flavor. We use kosher salt. And the rice is very important, but you can buy the Valencia rice or the bomba rice, which is, sometimes it's hard to find. I didn't find it here. So you can use the arroz rico. That's one brand that you can use. And then, of course, you can use grano corto with sello rojo, which is another brand that you can use. The main thing is that the rice has to be short, medium rice, and that allows the rice to absorb a lot of the flavors that we're going to be using. So I'm going to start. This is an induction hot plate, and we're going to level it off to 600. And the temperature, we're going to make it low to 140. And as we cook, it's going to go up higher. And I'll let you know when that is.
Now, before she begins with the cooking, I want to tell you that Monday, Sonia and I went shopping to Key Food, which is an international grocery store here in Ocala on Highway 200. And Key Food has a variation of all kinds of international fruits, vegetables, meats. It was amazing. It was my first time there. They have prepared foods. You could get vegetables and fruits that you've never seen anywhere in the world. She took me down the rice aisle. I could not believe all the different kinds of rices. The meat aisle was amazing. They had tripe. They had chicken feet. They had gizzards, livers, things that I saw as a child in New York in grocery stores that I had never seen anywhere else. We had an amazing time shopping. All right, take it away. I just had to give a plug.
Okay. So right now we're doing like 3 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of garlic. And we're going to start cooking the chicken. We're going to brown the chicken.
Now, did you marinate that, Sonia?
Yes, I did marinate it with the paprika, garlic, salt, and oregano. Just a tablespoon of oregano. So we're going to brown this first, the chicken, then we're going to put some pork, and then the chorizo.
Now, can you use any kind of chicken, or is one better, dark meat, white meat?
What's recommended is the thighs because it's more moist and flavorful. So the thighs is what people are using, but some people use the chicken breast, and that's fine too.
What about the pork? What did you use there?
And the pork, you can use pork chops or the shoulder, any part of the pork that you would like. This is pork chops. So,
and this is a one-pot meal.
It's a one-pot meal, which makes it easy for a family to do. It only takes about 25 minutes for a person to do the recipe. Of course, you would have to have everything ready, and that's recommended because this way you don't miss out on an ingredient, which happens.
If you had to estimate the cost, this feeds 4 people, what do you think that cost would be?
I would say, let's see.
Just a guess.
That's a good question. I would say $15.
To feed $15 to 4 people. That's amazing. And nowadays, with the way, grocery prices are, that is really amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if there's something left, you can always warm it up the next day.
Can you freeze it?
You can freeze it. Yeah.
Great.
It's very good.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
It smells incredible. Ay, ay, ay. Mamma mia. What do you say in Spanish? Italians say mamma mia. What do you say?
Sabroso.
Sabrosa?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Delicious.
Delicious. I like it. It's nice to have different Nonnas from all the parts of the world. You learn different things.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now the pork's going in.
Now the pork is going in. And it doesn't have to be cooked all the way because it's going to be further cooked when you put in the rice and the other ingredients. It's going to be cooked for 25 minutes.
So everything you see here is going to go into this one skillet.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And we're doing chorizo. A lot of people, there are 3 types of paella that it's being done. The Valencia paella, which is meats. And then you have the mixture of the meat and the seafood. And then you have the vegetable paella. You can also do vegetable paella, which is a low-cost meal. But the chorizo is something that has been recently added to the paella. And it's very flavorful, so a lot of people like it.
I did some research on paella, and it originated in Valencia, Spain, which is the eastern part of Spain. And it was back in the day when farmers, people didn't have a whole lot of money. And so the farmer would cook this over a huge pan, which name was a paella, and he would cook it on a wood-burning stove. And they would put anything in it, vegetables, meat. But today, Sonia was telling me back in the day when people couldn't afford meat, they were using snails.
Yes.
Snails.
So it started off because they needed something
protein
to feed a lot of people.
Yeah.
And of course, at that time, the economy was not good. So they started off doing the paella with snails. And then after a while, they added rabbit. And then after a while, chicken and seafood. But in Valencia, they do not mix the land with the sea. So when they make a paella, either it's seafood or it's meat. So they don't believe in mixing the two.
That's something new she taught me. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. And it became like a celebratory thing in Spain and all over the world where families would gather together and would celebrate and eat these big, pans of paella with all this food in it. And people would have their own wooden spoon eating out of the same pot. Don't think today that would be a good practice.
No.
So now she's adding the rice.
Now I'm adding the rice, and like I said, it's medium grain. It's going to absorb all of the aromatics and the flavors that are in here. And you will want to cook that to coat the rice with the oil, because the oil is what's going to separate it. If you don't do this, then it becomes something like a risotto, where it's the rice sticks together.
And this, you put the rice in there uncooked.
Yes.
It's amazing, the smell. It smells so good. You could see how she put these in individual containers to make it easy, because you have to work quickly.
Yes. Now this is a good time to add the saffron, which is something that you cannot miss if you're doing a paella. And I like to put mine in a little bit of warm water to release the flavors and the color.
What do you call these, threads?
Yes.
Saffron threads.
Those are saffron threads, and they're, it's a little pricey, but it's a $5, that cost me $5. And it's made by Paella. That's a brand name.
Get that in most grocery stores. I've even seen it
Yes.
at Publix. Yeah.
I think I bought it at Publix. So I'm going to put in, you don't need a lot of tomatoes, so I'm just going to put in a little bit. And certainly the peppers you can put in to taste, depends.
Tell them what you told me about the peppers, because the little tiny ones you get.
Yeah. Well, I get the ones that come in a bag, and they're very small, like about 3 inches each. And it has a lot of color and flavor. So those are my favorite.
The sweet peppers.
So you can use the green peppers, the yellow ones, the big ones. Just chop them up into small bites.
My experience is green peppers are hard to digest, so I prefer the colored peppers myself.
Yeah.
So during our show, we educate, we demonstrate, and we're funny. So get ready. What do you call someone that has no body and no nose? Nobody knows. Ha ha ha. Try to keep it clean.
That's cute.
Try to keep it clean.
Now we're putting in some onions.
You're right. They were potent. She didn't want to take the cover off. She said, they are. Is that a yellow onion or a Vidalia?
Yeah, the yellow
Wow.
ones, yeah. Yeah, you can use Vidalia. There's less of a potent flavor. So let me cover that.
I know. I can smell it. I love it though.
Yeah.
I like the aroma.
So I put in a little bit of Spanish sofrito, which is optional. But this is cilantro, peppers, garlic, olive oil. Yeah, that's about it. It smells good.
Now, the last episode, when my husband did the spaghetti bolognese, he made a sofrito. We talked about that. And it's like the base, the heart and soul of a meal. And Sonia said, this sofrito, you could put in soups, stews, rice, anything.
Yeah, you can use it for anything, for meats, soups. So it's the base ingredients for anything that you're cooking. Okay, Okay, so now we're going to put in the broth.
How much chicken broth do you think?
I would say 2 cups. What you want to do is you want to cover it all. So we're going to use that as a base.
Look how pretty the color is.
And we're going to use that one over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it off for you. Sonia, the older I get, the earlier it gets late. You get that one? No? Oh, well. Trying to keep it clean.
Anybody?
Trying to keep it clean. What is the best part of old age? It doesn't last long. Ah, she got that one. All right.
Good. Very nice.
Look at that. That's amazing.
So now what you want to do is let it boil. And then you lower the flame. Cover it so that it can cook the rice.
Okay, so
Let
how
it
long?
boil first.
I'll let it boil.
Yeah.
Okay, then cover it.
And then
Okay. So while that's
do
going, maybe I'll talk about my dessert. How's that? Okay, so let me get all my stuff out. Okay, so with a Latino meal comes a Mexican, Latino, Latin American favorite called flan. Get it out of the fridge because I already pre-made it. A flan is like a custard with a caramel topping. And you need a special pan called a flanera. And I bought it on Amazon, 12 bucks. This is all it is, stainless steel. So what you do is, very easily, you take 3/4 cup of sugar and you mix it in a pot with nothing in it, just the sugar, and it'll eventually dissolve and become a caramel colored syrup. You get that syrup and you have to work fast. You pour it in the bottom of your flanera. Okay. Then it has to sit aside and cool down. Then I took 14 ounces of this sweetened condensed milk that I bought at Seafood, but you could get it anywhere. This was a Latino one, so I thought it was good. Mix that in a bowl with 4 eggs, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and 1 1/4 cups of whole milk. It has to be whole milk, not low-fat milk or anything. And you mix all that up, and once this has cooled down, you pour that mixture in here. Then you put the lid on, and you put it in the refrigerator for 4 hours to 24. I went with the 24. I'm sorry. Let me back up. You don't put it in the fridge yet. You put the lid on, and then you put this in a pan with water up to here. And you bake it at 350 for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Because that will make it gel and get custardy. Then you take this out. You take the lid off. You let it cool down. Then you put the lid back on, and then you put it in the refrigerator. I jumped ahead of myself. I'm sorry. But the whole recipe will be on the bottom of the screen. But this is amazing. And here is the final product. Because when you take it out of the pan the next day, you have to use a knife around the sides of the pan. And then very securely, you flip it over onto a dish. And that is your flan. We haven't tasted it yet. This is the first one I've ever made, but it looks delish. And it wasn't that hard, and it wasn't expensive. I mean, I think the whole thing probably cost $6, and we saw it at Key Food for $12, and she said you could get it even less expensive at Sam's Club. But I wanted to make it for it to be special for the show and for all of you. So take it away, Sonia.
Okay. So right now this is boiling. You don't want to move the rice too much because you don't want the starch to move. So we're going to cover this for 20 minutes and then check it and then maybe another 5 minutes.
If you're Italian or just wish you were, my novel, The Love Letter Ghost, is the book for you. The story takes place on Long Island, New York, when Angie suddenly breaks her engagement and her Italian grandfather hatches a scheme to reunite the couple. The pasta hits the fan when his plan backfires, while a mysterious ghost magically writes love letters to Angie. A fun, fast read you won't put down until the identity of the ghost is revealed. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Goodreads, Kobo, and Apple Books.
So, Sonia, this would be a good time to tell everybody about you. Let's learn about Sonia. She lives in Stonecreek, and take it from there.
Okay, so I live in Stonecreek. I've been here for 12 years. In March it'll be 13. And I was born in New York and went to Fordham University in New York, and then got my bachelor's degree there, and I went to New Jersey a few years later, and I got my master's in Rutgers University.
Smart lady.
And,
Good schools.
yeah. Then I worked in a psychiatric hospital for 3 years, and I moved about. You know, my husband had a job where he had to go from one state to another.
What was your degree in?
Social work. So I got my master's in social work. And then we went to California. We went to Puerto Rico. We spent 9 months there. We lived in various cities. And then we came here. We retired 12 years ago, and we came to Florida, and that was the state where I wanted to retire.
Why'd you pick Florida?
I always wanted to live in Florida for whatever reason. I just liked the weather, and I thought it was a more relaxed state to live in, and I enjoy it. I think it's a beautiful place to be. Yeah.
Good. And why Ocala? I always wonder about that.
Well, I lived in, I lived in Newport Richey, and it became very, very crowded. So I figured, going north would be less crowded. And 12 years ago, Ocala was, pretty slow. But now it's getting a little bit more congested, but I still love it here. It's a wonderful place to be.
It sounds good. How are we doing here?
We're doing good. Now, this is going to take a while, so
Okay.
if you want to
Okay.
pause, you can do that.
Okay. Well, we're doing good here. It's been wonderful having Sonia. It was fun shopping with her and all that. What I wanted to share with you is that in February, we're going to have a Jewish Nonna, a bubby. And I don't know what the menu is, but I want you to look forward to that. Plus, we are, it's going to be Valentine's Day. We're going to do it on the 12th. But we wanted to tell you about a special thing, thanks to Sonia, that she donated this. It's a beautiful piece of pottery that you can hang on the wall, and you could put ferns in here, plants, artificial or real, but we want to offer it. The Nonnas of Stonecreek are going to be featured in the Life at the Creek February issue. So without having to worry about how I'm going to ship this, I want to only offer this to the people that live in Stonecreek. So this is my offer. The first person that leaves 10 issues on my front porch of the Nonnas at Stonecreek, so of the Life at the Creek, featuring the Nonnas, then I can give this to that person. Has to be 10 issues so we could give it to friends and family. So this is thanks to Sonia because she donated it. So first person that leaves 10 issues in February. Thank you.
So I'm going to lower the heat. And we won't look at this for another 15 minutes.
15? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll time it. Okay.
All right.
So that pretty much wraps it up. We just want to thank you all for being here. Please remember to subscribe, to like us on Facebook, and remember to leave the 10 issues on my front porch in February. And we want to thank Sonia.
Do you want to show them the finished product?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alan, can you get it for me? It's outside. Yeah, she wanted to show you the finished product of what this beautiful dish looks like when it's completed, because this is going to be the dish that we demonstrated, but then we have the prepared dish already done. So we will get that and show you in just 1 minute. And we hope you liked our show. It's always enjoyable. Please like us on Facebook, subscribe. We need those subscribers. And it's very easy to do on the bottom of the screen. Just hit subscribe button. And she still has a couple more ingredients to add. You might want to tell them that.
Well, we're going to add the peas towards the end, like in about 10 minutes. And this is basically what it will look like at the end, except it will have a few more chorizo, a few more color in it. And this is the pan that is used to make the paella, that is sold to make the paella. But you can actually use a stainless steel pot, a skillet, to make the paella. And I kind of prefer this one because the bottom is heavy and it cooks everything evenly. So either one can work, but this is my choice.
And this one is the one without the chorizo, because some people can't eat the chorizo. So,
Right.
But anyway, well, we want to thank you for joining us, the Nonnas of Stonecreek, and we'll do a toast and a salute. And remember to, will be our next episode 8 will be February 12th with our Bubby Nonna, and that should be interesting. So we hope you join us, and thank you. Happy New Year, and we hope you have a healthy, happy New Year. Thank you, Sonia.
Salute.
Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thank you from our home to yours. Bye-bye. See you next time.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook.